I haven't come on here and like shared any of my dreams or anything like that in like probably over a year. But if you have like prophetic dreams, or if the Lord speaks to you in your dreams, then you know how like the feel of urgency is when you have one. And I think I've kept a lot to myself. I just didn't want to sound, even though I know I'm not crazy, like I know it's Jesus giving me these dreams and warnings. I don't know, I just don't want to look that's crazy. None of my family is saved, so I don't want them to be like, what is wrong with her, whatever. But I don't really care, because time is running out. I would say we're in the last seconds. I'd say we've been in the last seconds. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to insert them here. I write all my dreams down, like immediately. I have dreams from like 1:30 in the morning. I have dreams from like 3 in the morning. Like immediately when I wake up, the first thing I do is write it down on my phone, because I know I'm gonna forget. Sometimes I don't, which is really good, because I've noticed that 2 dreams that I know I wrote down, specifically about me rebuking things in my dream. Like, I remember one, it looked like we were in Newburyport on the boardwalk. There was like a group trying to get me to manifest with them. And I remember I was like against this fence, and I was like openly, loudly, publicly, proudly rebuking these people. And I remember I wrote it down, and it's gone. Weird. There was another one about me rebuking, now I can't remember, but I remember I was rebuking something, and it's just gone from my phone. But I've had dreams about like bombs going off and a bunch of things like coming down. Like, I don't know, I can't remember if they were asteroids, they must be, but just like balls of fire coming down from the sky. And this one dream, no one was looking, like no one was paying attention until it hit them. And I was screaming to everyone, I was like, look up, and nobody would look up. Like, I can't remember what they were looking at, probably their phones, but I just remember everyone was not looking up. It almost looked like I was taller than them, because I could see them like collected, like all at once. And then I had a dream about April 29th, 2029, a giant asteroid coming. Literally, I remember I saw it, and then I saw like a giant banner on the side, I think. I have to look at my notes, and it said that. And then I remember in my dream, I was like thinking about like repenting. I can't remember if it was like a sign I saw, or if it was in my dream to repent. Something about repenting. I've had lots of dreams like that. Last night I had a dream. It was super quick. At least what I remember of it was super quick. It was a table, and these 2 older guys. There was a giant book. Like, it was probably this big when it was closed. A giant book. And the front of it said, like, game plan 2026/2027. Or it said, I don't remember if the word was game plan. I think that's what I wrote in my notes, so it must be. But it said 2026/2027. And I was looking through like a peephole. Like, I could see the whole room, but I knew in my dream that I was looking through a peephole. Like, I wasn't just standing in there. And I remember knowing that it was deceiving. Like, knowing that everything in that book was a lie. And they were like urgent. Like, they were like rushing. You know, it looked chaotic. Like, they knew there wasn't much time left. So that one really got me. That one pushed me to kind of share. Again, I'm going to try to post. I'm not really that great with TikTok, but I'm going to try to post like a clip of just all my dreams, some of my dreams, about that certain stuff. But guys, the Lord is coming. The Lord is coming quicker than you would even think. I know there are Christians that think that we have hundreds of years. I don't even think we have 10 years. I don't even think we have 5 years. Okay, I think we have way less than that. But there are so many signs. People have had so many dreams and so many visions. And I just think about the parable of the woman and their lamps. And is your lamp, like, are you going to have your lamp filled with oil and trimmed? Are you going to be ready? Or are you going to be standing there banging at the door? And a lot of people think that the rapture isn't true. That is just not true. There's so many scriptures to back it up, and I can help you if you think there's not. I have personally had a dream. And guess what? This one's gone too. Isn't that weird? But I remember this forever. I'm sitting in the middle of the road, and there's a giant sound, and everything is white. Like the sky is white. Everything is just like, I just remember I couldn't see anything because I just saw white, like a light. And I'm slowly being lifted up, super slow, that I can like look down. And I remember seeing a bunch of people and like almost wanting to like reach my hand down so they could grab me, because I knew in that moment, in an instant. Like it didn't even take me a second to know what this was. And they looked so devastated. Like I think in my dream I knew that they knew what this was, and they just, didn't make the cut. Obviously there were people who didn't know, like they probably thought it was aliens. But I remember slowly, there was so many of us in the air. It was so cool. And we were just slowly getting lifted up into this light. And I remember feeling such peace. I don't remember if I did, but I remember I wanted to like jump in the air, like I'm in the air, but I wanted to like jump and dance around because I was so excited. Like, thank God you finally are here. But I remember the look on the people's faces down below, and they were reaching their hands up and they were jumping up and they were screaming. I don't remember what they were saying. I actually don't think that I could hear them. I don't think that it sounded muffled. Like the more I got up, it sounded muffled. So the rapture is real. And the people that, especially the Christians that are pushing that it's not, are going to be very surprised and I think deceived when it happens. I think they're also going to think it was aliens. They're going to be like, no, there's no way, because it's not real, So just keep your eyes on Jesus. You don't have to be scared. Hold on. Sorry, I have children. Tell your friends, tell your family. Who cares if you look crazy? You don't look crazy to the Lord. And that's all that. Someone called me. But it really is getting to a point where you need to choose. And I say this with love. And this is how the Lord... All right, hold on, buddy. This is how the Lord kind of said it to me. Because I know we all like fall asleep. I call it falling asleep on our faith for a little bit. We get lazy. I would not say that we get lukewarm. I think there's a line between getting lukewarm. I think it's a choice, personally. Or falling asleep and getting lazy and lack. I think there's a difference. So I was definitely asleep, falling asleep a little bit. I was getting lazy, spiritually lazy. And the Lord is like, Leah, you have to choose. You know better. You just need discipline. It's time to choose. It's time to choose me or the world. That's it. It's time to choose. You've seen enough. You've heard enough. You've known enough. You've felt enough. It's time to choose. And I think that goes for a lot of us. I think that we say we're human, So is Jesus. And he didn't do anything like that, like lack of. He didn't have any of that lack. So there's no excuse for us to. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. Jesus is coming. You have nothing to be afraid of if you are saved. But it is our job to tell people. So I think honestly it's a requirement of us to let people know that he is coming. He does not want to see one person damned. He doesn't want anyone here during the tribulation. But Satan does. So tell anyone.